Have you ever noticed how a red cat can walk into a room and instantly steal all the attention? Not by meowing loudly, not by demanding food, but simply by existing. One moment they are calmly sitting on the couch. The next they are upside down in a cardboard box that is clearly too small, staring at the wall like they have just discovered a secret of the universe. Social media calls it orange cat behavior. Cat owners call it normal, and science is still catching up. Red cats, also known as orange cats, have completely taken over the internet. They appear in viral videos, memes, comics, movies, and stories. They are often described as chaotic, loving, social, and hilariously strange. But behind the jokes and funny clips lies a fascinating mix of genetics, biology, history, and human perception. In this video, we are taking a deep dive into the world of red cats. Not just what makes them funny, but what actually makes them different. By the end of this video, you will never look at a red cat the same way again. Fact 1. Red cats are actually orange. Let us start with something simple but surprisingly important. In many languages, these cats are called red, but in English they are almost always referred to as orange cats. And that is because, technically speaking, most of them are not truly red at all. Their fur ranges from pale cream and soft peach to deep ginger and bright tangerine. When you look closely, you will see warm orange tones rather than true red pigment. That is why English speakers settled on the word orange. No matter what you call them, one thing is undeniable. This color is incredibly popular. Orange fur feels warm, friendly, and inviting. It stands out without being aggressive. It feels playful rather than intimidating. That might be one of the reasons why so many famous fictional cats are orange. Think of Garfield, the lasagna-loving icon who has been making people laugh for decades. He is lazy, sarcastic, and oddly relatable. Then there is Puss in Boots, charming, brave, and dramatic, with eyes that can melt even the coldest heart. Crookshanks from Harry Potter, Milo from Milo and Otis, and countless animated cats share that same orange glow. Artists and storytellers often choose orange cats for a reason. That color instantly signals personality, warmth, humor, and approachability. An orange cat feels like a character before it even moves. Fact 2. A single gene controls the orange color. For a long time, scientists knew that fur color in cats was genetic, but the exact mechanism behind orange coloring remained unclear. Recent research finally identified the key player, a gene called ARHJP36. This gene plays a major role in how pigment is expressed in a cat's fur. When the gene functions normally, darker pigments appear. But if the gene is missing or altered in a specific way, darker pigments are suppressed and the fur appears orange. Think of it like a light filter. Remove the darker tones, and what remains is warmth, brightness, and that familiar orange shade. It is a tiny change on a microscopic level, yet it completely defines how the cat looks. What makes this even more interesting is where this gene is located. The ARHJP36 gene is tied to the X chromosome, and that leads us directly to one of the most surprising facts about red cats. Fact 3. Most red cats are male. This is one of the most consistent statistics in the feline world. Roughly 80% of red cats are male. That means if you see a random orange cat on the street, chances are very high that it is a boy. The reason for this has everything to do with chromosomes. Male cats have one X chromosome and one Y chromosome. Female cats have two X chromosomes. Because the orange color is linked to the X chromosome, male cats only need one altered copy of the gene to turn orange. If their single X chromosome carries the orange variation, that's it. There is no backup. Female cats, on the other hand, would need the gene to be altered on both of their X chromosomes to become fully orange. That is far less likely. In most cases, one X chromosome carries the orange variation and the other does not. When that happens, the cat often becomes a tortoiseshell or calico with patches of orange mixed with other colors. That patchwork appearance is the visible result of both X chromosomes competing for expression. This is why fully orange female cats are relatively rare. When you meet one, you are looking at a small genetic miracle. Fact 4. Red cats are never truly solid-colored. At first glance, some red cats appear completely solid in color. But if you look closely, you will almost always find a pattern hiding beneath the surface. Stripes, swirls, spots, marbled shapes. Orange cats almost always have some form of tabby pattern, even if it is very faint. This is because the gene responsible for orange fur is closely linked to the gene that creates tabby markings. The two almost always come together. One of the most charming details is the famous letter M that appears on the forehead of many orange cats. This marking has inspired legends across cultures. Some say it stands for Ma, the ancient Egyptian word for cat. Others tell stories from European folklore where the marking was given as a blessing. Whether you believe the myths or not, it adds to the mystique. From a scientific perspective, that M is simply part of the tabby pattern. But emotionally, it feels like a signature, a symbol that says this cat is special. Fact 5. The personality that everyone talks about. Now we arrive at the part everyone loves, the personality. If you have ever lived with a red cat, you probably already know what people are talking about. They are often described as social, affectionate, fearless, and wonderfully ridiculous. Red cats are known for greeting strangers instead of hiding from them. They follow their owners from room to room. They demand attention. They sit directly on keyboards. They make intense eye contact while doing things they absolutely should not be doing. Because of this behavior, many people refer to them as the golden retrievers of the cat world. They tend to be tolerant, playful, and deeply attached to their humans. Many owners report that red cats do especially well with children and other pets. Then there is the curiosity. Every box must be entered. Every bag must be inspected. Every high surface must be conquered. This curiosity sometimes leads to extremely strange situations. Stuck heads, trapped legs, sudden panic followed by immediate confidence. And somehow it always feels like the cat planned it that way. It is important to say this clearly. There is no definitive scientific proof that fur color determines personality. Behavior is influenced by many factors, including genetics, upbringing, environment, and socialization. However, when millions of cat owners across the world describe remarkably similar experiences with orange cats, it becomes hard to ignore. Whether it is coincidence, perception, or something science has not fully explained yet, the orange cat stereotype exists for a reason. Bonus fact: orange exists across many breeds. The orange coat is not limited to one type of cat. You can find red cats in an enormous variety of breeds. Maine Coons with massive frames and lion-like manes, British Shorthairs that look like living teddy bears, Siberian cats with thick, luxurious coats, and countless mixed-breed cats with no pedigree but with endless personality. Some of the most unforgettable orange cats come from shelters. No papers, no titles, just charisma, chaos, and love. Red cats are more than a meme. They are the result of fascinating genetics, complex biology, and centuries of human storytelling. They are warm, strange, lovable, and unforgettable. Whether they are calmly sleeping in a sunbeam or sprinting through the house at full speed for no apparent reason, they leave an impression. And now I want to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe for more animal stories, deep dives, and fascinating facts. And most importantly, leave a comment and tell us the name of your favorite red cat. Whether they live with you, lived with you in the past, or only exist in your heart. See you in the next video.